If you like Some Like It Hot, then you'll like It's Love I'm After from 1937. Leslie Howard is a famous stage actor whom Olivia de Havilland is obsessed with. This causes problem for de Havilland's fiancé, played by Patrick Knowles. So Knowles asks for Howard to come by his place and make a bad impression on de Havilland so she'll lose interest in Howard and finally marry Knowles. Howard agrees, and of course things don't go according to plan, and this only makes things more complicated for Howard's relationship, his girlfriend being played by Bette Davis. This is a pretty star-studded cast, all going against type and doing an amazing job. There are too many great scenes to point out here. Davis and Howard are playing almost parodies of themselves, distinguished actors who can't get over their own egos and constantly bicker with each other. I do want to point out that Howard and Davis considered each other friends in real life, but I mean in general, they both were said to have pretty big egos. And man, do they portray them perfectly. They have a love-hate relationship that you love to watch. They'll be batting their eyes at each other one moment and then try to rip each other's throat out the next. It's the perfect dysfunctional relationship. Too many times in comedies, the dysfunctional relationship won't be funny. It'll just be awkward and that'll make you laugh. But here, Davis and Howard are throwing funny insults at each other so fast that sometimes it's not the lines that get a laugh, it's just their timing. The way they fight, it makes you wonder if they just think of insults in their free time and just sit on them until the time is right. I also love how comedically cunning Davis is. There are times where she tries to get back at Howard and it comes off as so diabolical you can't help but laugh. De Havilland's portrayal of a star-studded fan is immaculate. I love the doe-like expression in her eyes whenever Howard is on screen. Even funnier is when she throws herself into Howard, and he just stands there confused. I always called this comedic Gone with the Wind when I was younger, because Leslie Howard and Olivia de Havilland would go on to star in that film as a couple, and Bette Davis was the public favorite to play Scarlett O'Hara. What I also find interesting is that this film was against type for the director, Archie Mayo. Mayo was mostly known for directing dramas, including The Petrified Forest, another Davis and Howard pairing. He even directed a film I looked at earlier, Moontide. Something I touched upon before was the rapid pace of the dialogue, and that's one of my favorite parts of the film. Everyone does a great job keeping up the pace, but they all deliver the dialogue in their unique way. What I mean is that sometimes you'll watch a screwball comedy from this era and all the performances are the same. Everyone's smart, snappy, and sarcastic. You could interchange lines with any characters and the joke would still land. However, here the writers and actors did a brilliant job making sure every joke was unique to that character. De Havilland's jokes wouldn't work with Davis, and Howard's wouldn't work with Knowles. This distinction makes it more interesting because it truly feels like we're watching an oddball group of people. Above all, this is just a fun movie to watch, and the fun is contagious. Trust me, put this film on for a group of people and watch how the energy of the film slowly picks everyone in the room up. So, if you like Some Like It Hot, then you'll like It's Love I'm After for its snappy dialogue, romantic escapades, and outstanding performances.